would like to introduce to you some fun products. I am very, very excited about these because I've spent a lot of time in development on these. We have markers that match 24 of our ink pad colors. And when I say match, I mean match. Look at these samples that we pulled. That one's just boring, it only has one. But look at these samples, how well they match our ink pads. Aren't those fantastic? We spent months and months and months, and I don't even want to tell you how many months we spent, probably close to 8 months, matching these colors to our inks, because it's so funny. Ink pads are different than cardstock, that are different than pens, and different than anything. So everything has to be tested, and so we test and test. And, oh no, that's not right. Okay, test this one. Okay, they add. Oh, it's crazy. But I'm so excited because look at these. They're so fun. Now there's 2 sets, so there's set 2 and set 1. But one tip is the brush tip. The other tip is a fine tip. And you can draw, you can do whatever you, now I'm not a good letterer, but you can draw with these, you can letter with these. They are fantastic. And the best part is they match our inks. So that's very, very exciting, and I love them. They're just so much fun. Now, if we were gonna have markers, you want to be able to color with them, right? Right? And so you really probably shouldn't use our regular ink pads for these to color, because they'll start to bleed, and you don't want that to bleed. So we came out with an Archival dye ink pad. Let me make sure I got that right. Archival dye ink pad, yes. Now you go, oh, I already have that. No, you don't, because the one you have is the licorice in the regular dye ink, okay? Now, what is the difference? One, you can use these markers with this one, okay? They work fantastic, and I'll show you in just a second. 2, the old one is awesome for all of your stamping needs. They have the same pad, so you can see they have, oh, this is a custom color. That's not gonna work. Here, I knew that one was too clean. So they have the same looking pad. This one obviously is older and more well used. They have the same pad, but this one will clean off your stamps. This one will not. And I'm going to say that again because I don't want you to email us. This one is not going to come off your stamps. Does that ruin your stamp? No, you can still use your stamp. That's not a problem. It's going to make your stamp black. That's life, because it's Archival dye ink. Dye colors, right? Makes sense, right? So let me show you what that looks like, because I don't want you to email us and be upset. And I'm going to put on our website, I understand that this is going to leave color on my stamps. So see, this one is clear. You can see through it. This is Ben. This is my Ben stamp. And I'm going to ink it. Oh, here, let me do this one first so you can get an idea. This is the original. Cute, cute. Oh, I love him. He's so cute. So we're going to just stamp that. Of course, I have my secret weapon below me. So that's the original. Now, look, you can almost see that it's almost completely clean. If I were to get a baby wipe, and these are my favorite baby wipes to use for stamps, by the way, and you can just tear a piece off. And so we're going to clean that up, and look at that, he becomes clear again, right? Oh wow, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Wow. And I threw that on the ground. What's the problem? The problem, well, it's not a problem, it's just you don't really want to color these with this, because it's going to get your markers icky or yucky, and you don't want that, right? So now we're going to use the other one. So I'm going to close that one up so I don't mix them up. And now I'm going to use the other one to ink it. So it's still a high quality ink, and it's gorgeous. You're going to love it. Ink that baby up, okay? So see now, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But when I go to wipe this clean, he's not going to come clean. It stains the stamps. It really does. Now, and some of it will come off. So you can see this is a brand new wipe when I used it just now. Some of it will come off, but not most of it, okay? So you can still see, now look, you can still see my stamp. Does that ruin it? Absolutely not. You can still use any other colors. Let's kind of clean him off a little bit more. Actually, it's kind of nice because then you can really see where the stamp is. So I could know that I'm going to line him up perfectly. So it doesn't bother the stamp at all. Some of you I know don't like that. If you don't like that, don't get this ink pad. Okay, but if you want to use the markers, you want to get this ink pad. Now, it's not a big deal if that's what you put back onto your sheet. See, you can still see it. Let me get a lighter color. Let's do lemonade, because I want you to see. So I'm going to ink him up, and I'm going to stamp him in lemonade, and I still get him in lemonade, okay? So he's fine to use even with the light yellow. Don't worry about it. No matter what, it's going to stain your stamps a little bit. Some people say, oh, well, if you use a light color first and then stamp it and then use a dark color, it's not going to stay. It's still going to stain your stamps, okay? But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to have stained stamps because that means you love them and that means you use them. And what else does it mean? It means you can color. So let's get some coloring out. Now, I am a lazy colorer. I know there are expensive markers on the market that you can purchase that blend extra. They're alcohol markers and they blend fantastic and they look beautiful. Fantastic. My problem is I've taken the special 8-hour class twice to be certified, and I'm not going to say the company name because it's irrelevant, and I'm still not comfortable coloring their way. And also I spent about $450 on markers and I still didn't have enough greens and blues to do what I wanted to do. $450, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous, so I got rid of them. But we can blend with these almost just as well. Look at that. Look at how they blend. Look at how you don't see that much lines. They're fantastic. And so if I just wanted to color his little shorts, I can just easily color his little shorts. And I am a lazy colorer. I'm not much of a, woohoo, oh, got to get all that shading in, because chances are the people I give these to aren't going to notice the shading, honestly. So I'm just going to color his shorts really quick just to show you how cute this is and how cute little Ben looks with red shorts. But look at how fantastic that is. Easy peasy. You can go over, oops, I kind of went over a little. But look at how easy that is just to color it, just to give it some fun color. Now, you can also use these stamps to stamp, to color on, these markers, these markers to color on your stamps, and then you can stamp it like that if you wanted to. You can also do that. Another fun thing that I have not gotten to try yet, but I think it would be fun, is to use the palette for mirror with this and kind of do some extra blending and stuff and fun stuff like that. So I'm very excited about these. It comes with a refill. You know my ink pads hardly ever dry out, but sometimes you might want a little extra more, so it does come with that. And another fun thing that we've added to our website is blender refills. Blender for ink pads. There's 12 in the kit. They go on our little ink pad, on our blenders. So if you needed extra, or if you didn't want to buy as many handles because you have storage issues or something, just buy a whole bunch of these, keep them separated so you can reuse them. You'd only need 2 packs for all 24 colors, which is fantastic. And buy a couple of these and you're good to go, okay? But the markers I'm very, very excited about. They match the colors fantastically and our cardstock and everything else. So I am very excited about that. And they even say our name on them, of course. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Look What's New. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.